Okay, as you can see, it is time to start our new unit on Android programming. I've gone ahead and finalized both of my project folders. You can do that once you've done your final changes to them, and then make one more backup to Google Drive turn-in folder. First thing we want to do is to check the Software Center and make sure that we have the MIT App Inventor app installed. Now, this isn't actually a program that you run, but it does provide an emulator, a fake phone that will let you run your programs before you go to test them on an actual device. As you can see, this one is not installed, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. Sometimes you have to try a couple times. We're going to go ahead and let that install. Now that that's finished, we can go ahead and close the Software Center. You should find AI Starter as the program. Now, this may or may not run when you first turn on the computer. You may have to start it yourself, but basically this is it. It's just running in the background, and when you go to the App Inventor website, it will connect to it. So you don't want to close this, you just minimize it and it'll be down here at the bottom. So you won't have an emulator unless this is running. Let's go ahead and go to the App Inventor website. I'm going to do that by going to DataTech first, so let me open up Chrome. This is a web-based programming platform, and it connects to your existing student Google account. So you do have to be logged in, which you should already be, having made your daily backup. And we're going to go ahead and find it here. So if I go to DataTech, current project for today, and you can see that this is the link. Notice the 2 there. There is a version 1 that is out of date now, so you want to make sure that you're always on that one. So you're going to have to be signed in with your account. Let me go ahead and sign in with my teacher account here. And it's going to show me the last program that I was working on. Now, this is something that pops up every time. I recommend you do not show this again. You may get asked to do a survey as well. Don't have to do that. Just click on what's necessary in order to make it go away. So you can see that this was just a little test program that I was working on. And this is what you're going to be building your apps in. There are both designing your screen, and then there's blocks. You'll notice I don't have any blocks. There's no actual programming on here yet. But in order to get back to my projects, you can just go here. So as you go through and you create your different apps, they're going to show up here. And you can make copies if you want to try something different. And when you get ready to start a new project here, through the tutorials, then that is where you'll name it. Please go ahead and put your name, and the date really does help as well, the date code. So let me show you where you can find those tutorials here at the MIT App Inventor website. I also have a link to them down here. These are the beginning tutorials, the 3 starter ones that everybody's going to need to make, and they are video based, but not all the tutorials are. So you're going to go through, watch these, and test them out. I'm going to show you where you can find even more of them, because there's nothing stopping you from doing several of these. So if we go here to the help, there is a whole lot of help here. So these are the beginning tutorials, and then Paint Pot, Mole Mash, our first game. And then you can go and search for different kinds of tutorials based on what you're trying to learn. I will give you a guide as to what I think is going to be the best. And you can see that they can be filtered. These are all basic tutorials, and then you've got some intermediate ones, like this painting one where you can take a picture and then paint on top of it, and they just keep going and going and going. So you're going to look through, watch some different tutorials. Now sometimes when you go to these, as I said, they are not actually videos, so you'll need to learn how to make these tutorials. Let me read more. Let's see, go to the tutorial. Sometimes it's a document, sometimes it's a PDF, but you can go through step by step to create your apps.